In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to set up a multi-camera live stream setup inside of OBS using only webcams. I know you probably have heard that you cannot use multiple webcams to do a multi-camera live switching. I've said it personally as well, but I think partially it's true, but also partially it's a lie. You can do it, it's just there's a limit on how many webcams you can add because of the USB bandwidth on your computer, but also dealing with the USB cable is not the same thing as dealing with a HDMI cable. In fact, if I connect multiple webcams, let's say 4 webcams, my computer is gonna be working harder to process that webcam kind of signal. However, if I have 4 HDMI cameras, that's gonna be easier to the computer because I'm gonna use something called the capture card, and the capture card does most of the processing. And you know, when I do usually something like that, I'll use this switcher right here, which is the A10 Mini Pro. It's gonna be like an external hardware that will process the HDMI signal and get into the computer as one USB input. So that works. However, sometimes you may not have, because HDMI cameras cost a lot of money and you probably get started and you don't have a lot of cash, so you only have, or you can only afford webcams. That's why I'm gonna show you how you can actually connect multiple webcams. Ideally, I recommend 2 or 3, but ideally just 2, because again, with the USB cable, you're also gonna be limited in terms of distance. You don't wanna do super long USB cables. It's probably not practical. So that's why if you do 3, then you may still get into issues with distance and the angles are not gonna make sense. So keep that in mind. However, I'm gonna show you how to add at least 2 webcams together inside of OBS, and we're gonna switch them, switching angles. So we're gonna create something like this: angle number 1, angle number 2. And obviously I do recommend you use webcams that come from the same manufacturer. The reason is anytime you do multi-camera kind of setup, you want to make sure the colors, the white balance, the color science, and all those things kind of match and look alike, because if they don't, it's gonna look bad, amateur, and not professional. So it's always advised to use cameras from, unless you are a super professional and you know how to manually match those colors and everything. But you know, if you're a beginner, I would recommend you use the same manufacturer. So right now we're gonna be using OBS webcams. The first one that I have is this one right here. This is the OBS Meet 4K super tiny webcam. I think costs around $130, and then this is around $300. You can do maybe 2 of these, or we also have another one. This is the OBS Tiny 2 4K, and this one right here costs around $300. Now this one has something called tracking, so you can track yourself if you want to be moving and doing some cool stuff. It's gonna track you. It's got gesture control and all the good stuff. All right, another thing that I recommend, obviously these webcams are gonna come with USB cables, so I have 2 USB cables already plugged into the computer. Another thing that I recommend 100% is getting some accessories to be able to mount the webcams. Obviously the main webcam is probably one an angle that will look like this, where it's gonna be in front of you, so you can use this little mount kind of on the top of your screen mounts that come with the webcams. Okay, but for the second webcam, you probably need to put it on something. This one is called, it's like a clamp, right? So clamps on your desk. So if you can clamp on your desk, in fact I think this is what I'm gonna be using, or put it anywhere you want to create a super wow interesting angle. Or you can get kind of like a cell phone tripod that looks like this, right? So this could be another accessory that I would recommend. Lightweight, you don't need to buy something heavy. Or another shorter kind of tripod that can go maybe on the top of your desk. So in fact I can put this somewhere like here if you have space on your desk, obviously. So you can see that it's actually super short. Obviously it does extend, but this is something that you would use on the top of your desk. This one is longer, so you can use it on the floor and it will still give you something good. So depending on your setup, you're gonna decide what works for you. All right, so next step, we're gonna go ahead and obviously you need to have OBS. I already have my OBS. We're gonna go ahead and connect the webcams and set them up. So the first one is gonna be the Meet 2. So I'm going to just connect on the screen mount and we're gonna put on the top of my screen. All right, so connect to the USB cable and put it on the top of the screen like that. All right, so we have camera 1 connected, which is our Meet 2. And now second one, we're gonna go ahead and use a different cable, and it's gonna be the OBS Tiny 2. Now to connect this one, I'm gonna remove the base And as you can see on the bottom, this little hole here, and this is what we're gonna use to connect our magic arm. And I'm gonna go ahead and mount it on my desk and then connect the USB cable, and then we're gonna go to OBS. Now we have our second webcam connected. We're gonna go to our screen and set up everything in OBS. Let's go. All right, welcome to OBS. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and hit the plus sign and go to, under scenes, and we're gonna create our scene number 1. So we're gonna call it main webcam or main camera. Click OK, and then we're gonna hit the plus sign. We're gonna add a new video capture device, and then we're gonna call it Meet 2. Again, you can call it whatever you want, but it's usually good to just name it something that matches the actual camera. Hit OK, and we're gonna go under device here, and we're gonna look for OSBAT Tiny. We got the Tiny 2 showing up here, but that's not the one we want. We want the OSBAT Mate 2. So as you can see, it's showing up, no problem. And we're gonna go to device resolution type. We're gonna use custom. You wanna make sure you actually do everything. You gotta be intentional. So we're gonna use 1920 by 1080. I wouldn't recommend doing 4K because again, it's gonna depend on what your computer can handle. And we're gonna use 30 frames per second, especially when using USB. You have to be careful, right? You don't want to overload your computer. So as you can see, it's coming in, no problem. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and add our microphone because we're gonna use a separate microphone. So that's what I recommend. Right now I have this microphone connected to an interface, and that's what we're gonna be using. So I'm gonna click the plus sign. Again, depending on what you're using, I do recommend you connect a USB microphone or use an interface, whatever. Today we're not talking about microphones, but if you have it connected already, I will show you how to just go ahead and add it. So click the plus sign under the same scene and then go to add a new source. It's gonna be an audio input capture source, and then we're gonna call it main mic, and then click OK. Under device, we're gonna look for the name of the microphone. So it's gonna be the microphone Rodecaster Duo main. This is my mic. Yours may be different, and as you can see, it's showing up and we have some audio coming in, no problem. Now next up, you're gonna hit the plus sign, and then under scenes, so we're gonna create a second scene, and then we're gonna call it side camera. So this is like another camera on the side. You can be creative and call it whatever you want. And then we're gonna go under sources on that scene. First thing you wanna do, you wanna add the microphone so that when you switch angles, you're still using the same audio, right? So we're gonna hit the plus sign, and then we're gonna go ahead and add audio input capture source. And then for now, we're not gonna add the new microphone, obviously, because we already have it. We're just gonna click add existing and choose main mic, which is the one we just added, and click OK. So basically, this is like a copy of the one we just added. And then once we're done, we're gonna go ahead and add our camera. So we're gonna go click the plus sign and then click video capture device, and then we're gonna call it Tiny 2, and then click OK. And then we're gonna go ahead and look for OSBAT Tiny 2 right here. Boom. And then device, we're gonna go ahead and choose custom under resolution type. And then we're gonna go ahead and choose 1920 by 1080. Again, both webcams can do 4K. But if you're doing this kind of setup, I would advise you to just do 1080 because 4K would scare me. Okay, but feel free to try it. And then everything else, leave the way it is. Just click OK, and then boom. So now I can come from camera 1 and then go to camera 2. However, I just want to make sure everything looks good, because remember guys, what I told you, using 2 cameras from the same manufacturer, and the beauty of using OSBAT, let me show you, is we have a software. If you go to osbat.com/download, there's a software called OSBAT Center. So you can go ahead and actually download it. And then I already have mine downloaded. And what this is gonna allow us to do is the ability to control the cameras. So you can control the cameras, adjust the image, make sure everything is looking good right here in the software on your computer, which is awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and open it and actually try to make some adjustments. So the software is called OSBAT Center. So what's beautiful about it, as you can see, both cameras are already detected and connected. If I click camera 1 here, as you can see, it says Tiny 2. Camera 2, it says Mid 2. So if I wanna control camera 2, Mid 2, I'm gonna go here. If I wanna control camera 1, I'm gonna go here. In fact, if I can open OBS, just wanna show you what happens here. And we're gonna open the software on the side here. And then then we're gonna go to Tiny 2. First thing, we need to enable normal tracking because this is a tracking webcam. So now I have the tracking enabled. I'm gonna go in front of it. Now it's tracking me, which is really cool. So if I was streaming and I wanted to show this angle, I would just leave it like this. Another thing is, if you don't want it, you can just disable it, and then you can make some adjustment manually. So I can go here under gimbal, right? And then I can move it, try to move it in any way that I want. Just create a frame, right? So they say this is what I want, or I want to show more of my desk here. Right, something like this, and that looks good. It's like a behind the scenes kind of look of my studio, so people can see like how I switch stuff, you know, when I'm working and stuff like that. So this angle kind of looks good. All right, so I can go ahead and just keep it there. You can even create a preset. Again, we're not gonna go through the whole thing. Now you can go to image, and then you can adjust things like, you know, autofocus, exposure. Again, you can see the auto exposure works well, no problem. And then what we can do here, we can go under the Me Too, okay, and then I can switch from the other camera to the Me Too camera, okay. And then what I can do now, I can go ahead and try to adjust, make sure it kind of looks good. So you can, you know, change the exposure if you want it to be global or just focus on your face. You can, if you want to do auto exposure, you can actually adjust it yourself. So turn off auto exposure and go ahead and adjust the color temperature, contrast, and things like that, saturation, everything really. As you can see, you have access to it right here. So maybe I can adjust a little bit of saturation, sharpness, and hue, contrast all the way up. I can enable HDR, and this is kind of looking good. All right, so I can leave it this way. I like it. So as you can see, again, you can have control over the cameras. So camera 1, hey, what's going on, guys? Before you go live, you talk to the people, you got your microphone already connected, and then boom, go to angle number 2. Maybe you want to show people what you're doing on your desk, or it's just a different angle. You know, you can even look into the camera and things like that, which is super cool. So we're gonna do a quick recording, start the recording just to record what we are doing here. So this is angle number 1. What's going on, guys? Camera 1, this is the angle, this is the meet. 2, you look into the camera, talk to the camera, and then we can go to camera number 2. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is camera number 2. What's going on, guys? Or you don't even have to look there. You can keep looking on your screen and be able to record angle number 2 of your show, which is super cool. So if you want, you can even do like a top-down shot, maybe add a third webcam, who knows? But again, I advise guys against adding too many webcams because your computer may explode at some point. So if you want to add more than 2 or more than 3, let's say you can try 3, but more than 3, again, I would just encourage you to get a switcher, like a video switcher, and start using HDMI cameras. But this is kind of cool, being able to switch from camera 1 and camera 2. But if you notice, I have to kind of click to be able to change angles. And when you live, sometimes it's not that easy to keep clicking, switching angles and controlling OBS and, you know, doing all this stuff. That's why having something called a stream deck, this one right here, this is a stream deck. You can actually assign buttons where when you live, you can press a button instead of clicking and switch from angle 1, click another button and switch to angle number 2. You can even like control your microphone, mute your microphone, and add other scenes. Of course, something like, you know, a countdown timer before you go live, all the good stuff, right? All of that can be controlled using this little device right here. If you want to know how to set it up, guys, to be able to control your scenes, I have another video that I made showing you step by step how to control your OBS show using a stream deck, and I'm gonna link that video right here. Super helpful video, so make sure you check it out, guys, and I'll see you there. Take care.